taken Sydney architect Rob Brown 30 years to design his first house in brick. Well, it was worth the wait. The result is magnificent.
When you're there at the beach and you look up here, what do you think?
I suppose I compare it with what's around, the bright blue and the bright green and everything else, and I see the copper roof mellowing to this deep red, the bricks, absolutely blending with the big, enormous sandstone sort of pebbles and the cliff below. I think, I think it's doing what it was always intended to do. We understood, because the client had lived here for 20 years plus, it came under extreme weather conditions, salt spray, storms, rain, wind, everything. And that battering required a pretty robust material. A very well-fired brick, a brick that was not going to erode through wind erosion or salt erosion. So we've got reds and whites and greys all mixed in together to again sort of satisfy that brief of matching the local rock. Every part of the day or the season, the bricks tell a different story, and that's a pretty unique product. And as long as the light is on the brick tells a beautiful story. And I think what these long skinny bricks do is sort of emphasise the horizontality of the stratification of the cliff. They also produce a beautiful patination inside and outside as the light moves around from morning to afternoon. And the house is not only brick outside, it's also brick inside.
And there's not a painted surface in the house?
No, there's no paint in the house, which means, you can live here and enjoy here without worrying about maintenance.
Very aware that I wanted to bring warmth into the house, and the bricks obviously have a lot of texture and depth. It's raw. So I really wanted to bring warmth in as far as textiles and timber grains and upholstery and comfort.
Tell me about the staircase.
The main criteria was that you could be in the kitchen and you could see through the staircase through to the view. Usually a staircase will have a wall that you can anchor into, so the stair is transparent and the balustrade had to be transparent and it becomes a screen.
And it plays off the view from outside. So.
Yeah, it's very much, I was trying to work with the notion of wind on the surface, of water, of the ocean, and how wind changes the direction of our landscapes, the trees, and for it not to be static.
The idea of a client bowling over the house where their children grew up in and then replacing it, what did you make of that?
It's a bold move. There's a lot of memories. There's a lot of sort of, wow, we're going backwards before we go forward. And I think that's probably, something that took them 3 or 4 years to get their head around. But I think they were ready for the adventure of creating a house. It's not a sort of a batch or a small beach house where you'd come for your summer holidays. This is a permanent house meant to be here for 100 years. That was part of the brief, to be here for a long, long time.
The clients, absolutely loving living here and experiencing it every day. But I think you feel sheltered, you feel protected. There's never a same day that rolls past here.